find everyone is a speaker. So those who are still boosting, I'm giving you a medicine. You go and look for what we call a mouthwash. I don't know how to pronounce the name of it, and I'm not marketing it because I don't know even the people who made it. But if you use mouthwash, it will try to make sure your mouth has a nice scent. But 3, I don't eat in the party. Even if you have brought a chef from Kampala, I don't. For certain reasons. 1, you imagine I'm like this. You can't eat food and you enjoy it. Because these clothes, I've hired them. Now someone will say, what are they doing? So there is a way you are not free. But 2, some people at the dining, when they see Kachaina, for them they're excited. So he ends up giving you more food. And as they give you more food, there are people who were eager to see you. Then they are like, guy in yeah. From there you can lose a client. Then 3, as people are running with you, for you to have your food, someone is likely to pour food on you. Now, if you have just started, you don't have a car. Maybe you have not come with a spare part. That means you are losing. Then 4, when they take you to dining, people are eager to see you when you are performing. Every time you stay there for long, people start seeing negatives on you. Maybe a cheap watch, maybe you were talking to have some morals, maybe you are speaking again, maybe you are using people on phone. So people are supposed to see you performing, or you stay with them for less time so that you don't expose your weakness. Okay? Then, number 5, we have what we call food poison. Not the poison they gave me. There is food poison. You can eat on chair. They are saying you are the one to say cut, 6, 7. You want to go for long call. What are you going to do? But 7, if you are full, tosobora kumisa, tokanuza. For you may say jagale nkoko. But 9, we have seen where some service providers go at dining and they chase them. Have you seen that? We pay you don't go online on dining. Remember my Kachaina, so people see how you are being chased. That is embarrassing. Yet they hire you. So another thing, you have started eating, but they are warning you. Ajat, ice. They are warning you. Now, if you are eating your food, that means they poison you. But if you go with your food, then there is no way you are going, because ethically you are not supposed to speak when you are eating. And me, when I'm speaking to you on the phone and I feel you are eating, I just cut you off. Yes. Those are ethics that some of the things that I'm telling you will help you. You have been eating in the budget, they use those. Maybe November, okay, I'm giving my target myself, I will eat in the party already this year. Another thing related to that, stop chewing. I'm not against scam, but okay, you chew, but in a different way. Otherwise, they are going to put me in court. What is the problem? When I see someone chew, I think about 5 things, and they are all negative. Do you know them? 1, if you see someone chewing, it means he took some beers, he doesn't want the beer smell. That is 1. 2, if you see someone in the morning chewing, it means maybe there is a business he does, maybe in Kasese, maybe he came in a bus, he has not gotten time to refresh him or herself. So you are trying to show us that, by the way, you are not fresh. That is the second thing. 3, in communication, if you are chewing, you can't speak out words and they come out well. So don't. And if you are not sure of your data and what, please first to do one thing. Then also, stop the habit of having a toothpaste on the a toothpick. When you are working, you are in class, you see someone with a toothpick in a class. You are showing that you are still picking some meat and what. Now there is there is a comment, but it is a fact. I'm going to Susan. Ubwo musuma mweta Susan ibintu chenana byona rero kanani. Yo Susan. Kamuraje yo Susan. Esomo mchainama. Echomo zaraza limongiro bani. Akaza bombe ndo bamsebe. Dinga mbosebe. Kongama na Susan. Ainama. Arkiri. Ainepra. Esente za msomisa kikari ishara ziyomaja. Ezimba kazi yomkinyona. Na wao kama musiko bana muzumo bakweta pa. Kureba mwiya musuza mwana watakunda suza nono baturete extra ndaga mama kagomba mseve yotika kamere ko boyi whatever I can be in a party and I do all those things only abantu basheke bampere the same. So do you think for you are not talented to an extent of being studying but also identifying 1-2 things that you can do? Ekahinuka side hustle. I want to tell you, I'm Mugana Mapeto. Ronald. That's Ronald on the profile is small. Now, Ajat, if you want to sing but in your family there is no talent, you are going to do 2 things. You get a pen and a paper, you write 2 letters, A and A. I'm going to show you how you can start doing hits and they play them on capital and national TVs. So I'm going to give you 10 songs that the composers, the singers use the 2 letters only, A and A. Do you know those songs? One of them is saying na 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 na. So can you find that? The second song is na 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 na. Sure. Na 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 na. Ah, you go to studio, you make a video. The third one say na 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 na. So for you, if you are coming from where? Okay, must. You can say mama ta 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 and you go some songs. So what I was saying, but with comedians, it is a different thing. Now you see this. When an artist comes on stage, a musician, the audience wants him to play the song that they know. People don't want an artist to come here and start introducing his new songs. They want the songs they know. But for the comedian, they want you to speak something they have never heard you speaking. Are you seeing the challenge? You have to be very composed, very researchful. Yes, it is talent. But if I'm going to address lawyers, I look for content for law. For instance, in international law, we have a law. In diplomacy and global studies, you study international law. But in international law, there is a statement. You go to Google. I usually say it, they laugh, they say, Kachaina, you are guessing and what. So in international law, we are using this statement that it is helping me, for me, not to betray my people, my clients. So in law, they say, Pacta Santa Savanda. Pacta Santa Savanda. When you search it, it is in Latin. When you search Pacta Santa Savanda, it is a law which in English means that agreements must be fulfilled. Pacta Santa Savanda, that agreements must be fulfilled. When you follow that law, you want to betray people, you won't come early, you want, yes, it's here. Pacta Santa Savanda. Yes, Pacta Santa Savanda. Foundation Latin maximum translate to agreement must be Ogomana Muteru Munga Ogomana. Kachaina media. This boy is called Given. Given is, he did sciences He seems to be like a child, but he's very old. I don't know why. He called, he just went on socials and looked for me, said, if you can employ me. I said, because may I give a chance? You don't know. If you have to give people a chance to do. So he came, I did not ask papers. I said, what can you do? He told me, but mostly he's good in these things of opening the website, of doing what. He's like very, very, very expert in a way I cannot explain. But of course, you can be experter than him, but he is also good, and we work with him under Kachaina Media. So you clap for him, he's helping you a lot. So, Pakta Santa Savanda, everything I'm doing, I'm saying, if someone, an organization in Kabari have hired me, they call you, are you free on Friday? I say yes. They pay me their 4 million over 3. Why do I really need later to say, you see, I later got an exam, what? So I say no. Pacta Santa, Savanda. Agreement must be kept. Formal agreement and what we call verbal agreement. Pacta Santa, Savanda. Agreement must be, because they used it in negotiation, in Vienna settlement, in what. But we want to see how to transform what we study and we put them in real life. Okay? For instance, people usually say, how is it going to help me? Yes, we studied many things that the whites brought them to make sure we don't go beyond where we have reached. But there are things we have studied that can help us, but we don't know them. For instance, me have said I'm an actor. I was studying arts. Now, Napoleon, they say Napoleon was a product of luck. Then they say discuss. So they bring ideas which show that Napoleon really, it wasn't his wish. He did not plan for it. Then we later see how his hard working helped him. Now, of course, for instance, when they were about to give birth to him, that place was annexed and it went to France, so he became a French and what. Then we see, but he was hardworking. Napoleon, every break time, other people as they go for break, for him, he could use his money and he gives it to a lecturer. That please, as people go for class, for breakfast, can you use this money and you teach me what we are going to study tomorrow? Now imagine someone who would also want to buy pancakes. He says, please sacrifice 30 minutes and you teach me what we are going to study tomorrow. That is how ambitious he was. But also we saw, because he was too wise, one time he asked for leave and he overstayed and they chased him. But they later found that what he was doing, nobody can do it. So for us, we say, what do you do that other people cannot do it? Let me tell you, if someone wants a musician and he's not there, they have many choices. Yes, but if someone wants Kachaina, there is someone called Bazili in Ishaka supermarket. He wanted to wait on 30th September, August. Then on that day we had HNH, which already was. He said, I want to be there. He said, when are you there? I said, I'm available on 23rd. Before, so he changed the party dates, and many other people, they are doing it. I have reached an extent. Is there anyone who has seen me giving people 11 million recently? Yes? Yes. So I have a Mugiga, he trusted me. I'm now a country coordinator, so he gave me Rwampara Football Club, asked me to be their Gamba Nogut, to make sure I talk to the man, he sponsors them. They told me to give them like 1 M. So they give me 11 million and I handed it over to them. And the man has still money. Now, how are you benefiting from that money? He's saying now, one, if you're a girl but you can do football, get ready. A girl but football. Two, if you're a girl you can do boxing. That is two. Three, if for him he's saying they want to make sure they reduce the number of youths who are going abroad to work. So they are coming up with RAMP's financial services, which is going to be giving people money and through me, because for him he will never be in camera. So he says, no, no, yes, kungana na kazona kakajibeka kungana tujitile unwa na keke jitile na keke jitile yes kungana utajile wateka. I don't know what is there. Kawasa urawa pages, but now that being. So he says they are for him you never go in camera. So he says for them they want to give you money. They don't want you want to sell your land, but also president is speaking against land fragmentation. So we are saying if you have a land, can we give you money, you develop it to get money and give us our money back without interest. So the youth I know are now, they feel most of them want to go abroad. But abroad, one, you sell your land of 20 million, you go there work for 6 months, you come back, you buy a plot of 6 million, then you go back, you get money, you build there, then when you build there, they are giving you 80,000 per month, you will never recover the money you injected. But also, people are being treated as slaves abroad. Okay? People are being mistreated a lot. So that's what we are talking about. So I am here. I'm a account coordinator. So before you think about black business, before what? You first ask yourself, what do companies know into Kachaina that maybe I have not discovered? Okay? Eyit, I can confirm to you that I don't usually address few people. Are you aware? If you check here, I usually address many people. But why? One, if I had not gone back to school, I would be minding about the big audience. But I told you it is not about the big audience. Okay? So I respected Eyit, but also when they told me about different institutions, I said, let me come, you never know. Maybe I can touch on 5 people. They change their lives. It is possible, I swear. Don't just see me as someone who did arts. Don't see me as someone who doesn't have good accent, but see where I can take you. Okay? You play that story.
Okay, now moving over to updates
Full screen.
from Uncle a prominent businessman commonly known as Uncle T has donated 11 million Ugandan shillings to Rampara District Football Team in a major boost of grassroots football and youth sports development ahead of the Uncle Cup 2026. The financial support comes at a crucial time as many district teams are faced with funding challenges, strengthening Rampara's preparations for the regional tournament. The donation was officially handed over to Rugando, Rampara district, by Valentine Muhereza, popularly known as Kachaina, the country coordinator of RAM's group of companies, on behalf of Tusime. Muhereza commended Uncle T for his continued commitment to community development and youth empowerment through sport. He noted that investing in sports is one of the most effective ways to keep young people engaged in positive activities while creating opportunities for talent development and professional careers. He reaffirmed his commitment to supporting sports in the region.
We are supporting sports for almost like more 10 reasons. One, when we have sports, we reduce on crime rate because the youth are concentrated on practicing, on training, and playing, which limits their time to go for making crimes, fighting, and doing those other unnecessary behaviors. But also, too, we can talk about how sports can reduce cigarette smoking. Sports such as football can also reduce bad betting, Then also sports promotes health that if you are playing football, it is very easy for you to fight and prevent diseases like hypertension, pressure, and other related diseases. But also, we are supporting sports because it is a source of income. Many people get jobs starting from referees, coaches, then even funds when they are moving from playground to playground, they use border borders. Then the vendors bring their food. Then when they are going, for instance, to share accommodation, people have to sleep. So, but finally, we say, don't let this small money. It is money, but it is small. But don't let this 11 million divide you. Don't let this money divide maybe between players and the committee, maybe between district and football, maybe between. Please stay one because even where that money has come from, we still have we feel there is more money that is coming in case we stay focused. Then lastly, as we continue because so that is enough. So now you tumutera engalo bantu mwe man, you know how we struggle even to go on LC1 committee. You know how it is a struggle. But me, I can show you here when they are introducing me to Chief Justice, when I'm heading Department of Marketing in Inspire Coffee, and you start seeing how can we be more of help to Kachaina. Yeah, you see here, you imagine see here, we are in Dar es Salaam, I'm here. So, and I spoke to different people. Let me tell you, I was in Dar es Salaam. Mr. Ronald talked, as we said, we talk also about the challenges we face. Now, when we reached in Dar es Salaam, I was representing Uganda in other 15, with other 15 countries. But remember, I don't have any title. I'm not a doctor. I don't head TASO. I'm not sick. By the way, people started saying, how can you be an ambassador of TB, of HIV when you are not sick? But I paid attention to study these things, to make sure I contribute to my people. People who come on Kachaina Media to laugh should also get another package. Okay? So when I reached there, they now chose some countries and other head of states, head of department, like head of TASO, head of Uganda AIDS Commission, let's say that. So we made some like 20 people, then they said they give you a topic, you discuss about it. But in that topic, in 20 people, they wanted one person to represent. So because me, I was not known, I did not have any title, I was not chosen. But I gave my comment. I said, please, as you express the views, can you also speak about my comment? He said yes. When he reached there, he jumped my comment. And remember, TV West was waiting for my story because I work with them, Radio West the same, and other people I had told I went abroad. So he said, now, yes, they have paid me. What will I show? Which will show that really it was there or I participated. So the chances were ignored. Until when a Namibia person presented, then they say any supplement. Now I put up my arm. As they gave me a chance, I just a little bit talked about what he was speaking. Then I switched on to what I wanted to talk. I can tell you, when you are in functions, you will see time will come when the camera people all go. They wait either for a chief guest or what. But in just less than like 20 seconds, I can confirm to you that all cameramen, all people had started writing back because of what I brought on table. Remember, I'm not having a speech, I'm not having a presentation. It means I had not prepared all that way. Another challenge, the position they took me, I was supposed to go with a media person, to go with my manager, but I didn't know. Three, I did not have a presentation like this. So what does it mean? I got challenged, but I used what I had. What I had was my brain, but my performance made World Health Organization and other stakeholders to change a lot of things that are working now in Uganda. What does it show? Use what you have. Start with what you have. If you search, you first go back. Go back, sorry, up, and down. That one. Do you see that lady? Who knows her? Vice President. Now in 20 years about me, I knew this woman. And what were we doing here? Now, in 2013, I made my first birthday celebration. So, I said, how am I going to celebrate my birthday? So we have a school in Ushen called Ruhanagas, a school of disability. So I said, where did I get that idea? Okay, you heard from my song on Vaska, where they asked me, I said, I want to help people with disability. They can be vulnerable people, not eventually to be disabled like this way. By the way, we advise people abalema. In health, we don't have abalema. Umulema means someone who can't do anything. But we say people with this abantu abine obujaki obulemu. Abokuba na tata na kugira kabali nechi obulemu. Now, when I came to this school, if you remember well, around 2013, enkuba ekabanetera munonga amasomero. So the government through Ministry of Education said there will be no school open without a licensed harvester. So when I went to these people, me, I had gone there just to eat with them, share with them what I had. But they told me, Kachaina, for us, we are disabled. But we should not be pushed. How is it that our school has opened, yet for us we don't have a lightning harvester? Is it because even if we die, you see no future in us? So when they told me, I went back. 2013, I bought a lightning harvester at 6 million. It is not easy working in radio as a presenter. Now, when I bought it, I wanted to hand it over. They said you as a private person without a title, without working in the government, you don't have a right to give a government an asset or something. So they said you have to call the Minister of Education. The Minister of Education, and supposed by then, she was this Jessica Alupo. So I tried my level. By then there was no Gamba, no to many people. I failed totally. Now what did I do? I said I have to look around and I see another opportunity. So I was the person they call intending lion. You know an intending lion? So an intending lion is someone who is becoming a lion but who has not fully paid what is needed. So I was an intending lion. So what I did, I called the lions. I said, can't we invite? I have a machine here. Can't we invite the Minister of Education? So they wrote now not as Kachaina, but lions. So we were able to call that woman to come, and I handed over the machine. I don't know whether it is there, but if it is not there in photos. Now, there was a girl who had finished P7, but because she was too disabled and she had no school fees to continue, she decided to repeat P7. Imagine that pain. You have passed, but because you don't want to sit home, so she accepted to pay for her. Through my initiative, she started studying. But after like 2 years, then this woman was also changed. So when she was changed, and I had also, as I've said, I left Rusheni, I came here, so I could not follow to know whether this guy is still schooling. But recently we were in Mitoma. I saw President introducing that girl when they are doing a technical thing. But the whole idea came from who? From Kachaina. So there is nothing bad like in volunteering to advocate for good. Imagine 2013 they said I wanted to contest because of that. You understand? You can move. Then this one, in 2016, they chose us as musicians, as artists, as radio presenters to meet First Lady on a Go Green campaign. So when we reached there, they wanted an artist who has a song about environment to perform. Nobody had it. So my friend Dr. Shai from America said, "Can't you come and present something?" I said, "I can go." You see, a child for which I learned just for not being born, it is now being practiced here I performed. We had requested for a selfie, he refused. But after my performance, then first lady said, please come. And when I reached near her, I said, Madam, all people when they need to be people, they ask for money. But I said, me, my dream is to go back to school. I think her people did not hear it. I thought, according to my performance, in fact, you should always, like when you are coming here, you should not think, I mean, to get soon. Or they call you to go to Kampala, you think, you let it, you leave it for God, you ask God to bless it. Otherwise, now they refuse to hide. So they did not call me, but me I said I don't want money. Of course, later I have never, since then, I've never met her. I perform for president when they are there, of course. But at least, because that day when I met her, I refused to meet people. I was doing like this, I'm from meeting the first lady. Now, go back to our notes. We are finishing. So I've talked about okay, it's okay. But Pastor Brand talked about the rise of influencer. Okay, you come. So here we want to see capital first. Capital independence is where I told you that becoming a comedian or a content creator doesn't need any single money. Most, for instance, you already have your phone. Do you need to hire a camera to do your clip? Me now I'm using cameras, but there is where even we need phones more than a camera. Flexibility, what? I talked about the phone in the Ministry of Health. It was a big topic where I said someone who made a phone at first made a phone for main two reasons, to call and receive. Later, he found the manufacturer phone that people are still getting other money to buy calculators, people are still getting other money to buy watch, people are buying calendar, people are buying notebook, people are buying cameras, people are buying recorders. So he went back in a factory and made all these things in one phone. So I was telling the ministry that it is going to be difficult for us to end ages when we are still having like a minister, when a minister is going to Punjin, he has to get state cars, public system, security, allowance, fuel, then paying for beach, then paying for security, then smart paying. But what she is going to deliver, a one local MC in that village can deliver that message freely or at a cheaper price. I told them they thought, let me tell you, it is until you see something and you believe that even someone in P1 can advise the senior folk. So I told them what I told them, and they thought at first it was a joke. It's what is happening. Recently, I had a contract from Ministry of Health in malaria department. I was the one teaching, it is called R21 vaccine. Teaching people, I mean to vaccinate people under 60 months, yes. But if you see how I deliver that, I sit here, I do clips, then here I have people in Toro. They will call a clipping in Toro. Not to get someone who can try in Toro. You understand? So, you are doing clips for, all those are clips for health. Then in advertising, what we call voiceover is no longer working. Voiceover is when you go to studio and hey, kakati, mnange masti, ya kuletele kosi, ya badani mass communication, kakati, de albani, okomaja, nakasabini, okusasa, nokusamba, tan, kon, two. Then you do, then they get photos of master they put on top. That marketing strategy is no longer working. Now, that's why when you are marketing for like a hotel, you yourself, the marketer has to be there. You have to be seen in the clip. People believe that you can speak to a manager because they saw you with them. But many people market Kampala business that they have never been. Someone lies that I have a school, standby generator, people eat slice a week. When you go there, you find there is no generator, there is no school structure. So me, I don't market such a business. I've rejected millions and millions of money for betting because people who follow me, if I say you pay 2,000, they will all pay. And in that process, when I go, they what? Win. So that's what we are talking about, capital dependence, that you start with what you really have. Many films we see abroad, you see when they travel to a lake, they travel to a bush, when in actual sense they did not go there. There is a technology that you can use. Next media has it, that if I say now I want to be in a bush, you know, you people who do IT, you know how they change background and what. So you don't really need to struggle a lot to make content. And another thing, you have to stay in your culture. Content is in your culture. It is not in other people's culture. For instance, me, if you call me to be an MC in a function, you tell me to speak English only, just to know people will not laugh. Because I don't have those words. I look for a word and I want to put it in English, I can't get it. But even in English, even people who are listening, they will translate it tomorrow. You will find it tomorrow when they are going home, then they are laughing. What is it? Yesterday he spoke something funny. But in my Nyakore, there was a woman, they said, do you know English? She said, yes, I know English. We are going to put it in English, you put it in Nyakore. She said, yes. Muronga longa go, atunaro makalilengu. When I go, naro makalilengu. Another guy wanted to ask for V&A. So she failed to say, do you have HIV? She wanted to mean V&A. So, that is it. Yes, the three pillars. These three pillars, you need to think about capital dependence. There is no reason why you should go as one in a capital. It is not capital. It is what you have. And by the way, even if you go to localism on TikTok, you will see a very clip. When you go on TikTok, you will see a clip with poor quality, with a big following. Have you noticed that? Because it is natural, or someone was quoting the banana plantation. It is real, it is not funny, it is not scripted. So TikTok pays attention to it than where they see you are broke light, you are. Even if you know what we call a somebody, you know. So, for instance, if you put as a somebody of a minister, TikTok sees it as an advert. That it seems this one is campaigning for Nabad. And TikTok, for it doesn't want you. It doesn't want to see that you are marketing. It is not TikTok only. Even people, when you post something and someone identifies it as an advert, even if it is good, he jumps it. Do you know why? People inside, they don't want you to come with it because of them seeing you. It is a beautiful picture. So that's why you need, in most cases, to start clips. Can you play my clip of MTN, not the one I'm showing you? You have to start as a content creator. Make sure the advert does not show what you are going to market at the start. Put Kachaina in MTN and bring it to come. But as they are looking for it, think about registering your small organizations at your level if you can. Because there are things you cannot, there are deals you cannot get if you don't have a TIN number. But of course, as government, when you get a TIN number, you pay taxes. But as a Ugandan, you are supposed to be paying taxes. But what happens? If you pay taxes without learning what is called influence, you will lose. What is influence? Electronic fiscal receiving and invoicing solution. When you have a shop of 20 million, after 1 year we find you have 30 million, the URA thinks 10 million is for profit because you don't have influence. But if you show that no, I pay workers, I pay data, I pay electricity, I bought this machine, I bought another land to build, then they say now how many? They are coming 22, so they will only tax 2 million. But in Ugandans, we don't want to land those. At the end, we are losing twice. Now, you first pray this. Getting an advert from MTN. As it is opening, I want also to show you this. The owner of Google did not start it by hiring accommodation, so he was doing his business at home. And in Uganda, many people don't know it. Find someone hires a rent for 2 million. Really, what are you doing that is going to earn more than 2 million? So, me, this is my house, which I bought in 2014. I bought a plot I built here. Then later I did expansion. Now, all this land is where I have constructed Kachaina made here. I started this before trade bill. Imagine, I've invested more than 500 million when you reach there. When you see other things and how, I mean, you ask yourself, how does that person market more than 20 brands and they are not complaining? I've never been taken to court, I've never been done what? So, but one, I can, in the morning, before we meet the day, I can stay in my sleeping room and find when I've made 2 hands before I go out. But also I can say very early in the morning to leave my room, I move few meters, I go in my offices. But if you get in the offices, it is not related with home. But also what I've done, I'm going to add, because we have bought land, that when I start training, there are parents who are like English students, but who do not want their students to be in town. In case someone is doing nothing in town. So we shall be having also rentals, hostels where people can stay, but also looking for using my companies that I work in to look for them jobs that they can be earning as they are working here. But also we train people not to wait to work for someone. If you go in training for 1 month and you want to be a cameraman, we can show you how to buy a camera and you start working yourself. If you don't finish your campus and you say you want to work on LPS without first mastering social media, it is only social media that will make you famous. Then if you want to go and work in TV, they can hire you when they already know you. But putting their documents won't help you. You pray. The quality is because they don't want to put in high quality, they may not play social network. Okay, take out capital. Now, first go back. First, use a capture. You can pause. Now, I would, for instance, put MTN logos at the start, but people will immediately know it is an advert, which is bad. But at times you find your client say, and I want you to put logos. It is you to explain to him. If he refuses, you put them, but the advert won't move. Okay? Then another thing is the setting. If you see here, you would, I think I would look for a best hotel and look for a nice place, but a real thing come out well than these brand things. Okay, you can play the last one. Mr. Ronald, you will tell us, do we still really have 10 minutes or it is too much, because I see people want to eat and I don't want to become a problem. Uh-huh.
Enquanto o indígena não cachês, a Gatiaçai é melhor sair. O Kazum o Kimada, está e Gana, está a Bernie, Mehash, e pouca coisa mais, MTN up. Não vou falar com isso, Bangos, as é com isso, Bangos, os WhatsApp, tem um programa. A free minutes, está assim, uma coisa assim, só que tu nada, daí, e tá
So that is it, and let me tell you, you will come to know why, for instance, they can come with the product, they give it to one person, okay? Because the time I've spent here up, I had not seen any person they hire. Okay? In fact of recently, it is like listen and other few. So there is a technique behind. There is a technique behind that as content creators, as journalists, as what you need to see what to put to make sure you win the mood. Can I go back and finish here? If you are getting too much time, just ask yourself, why are they not coming in? So, and so we talked about the three pillars. Then the second one is the brotherhood of talent and passion. Yes, you might be talented, but I say it earlier, you have to be passionate. Otherwise, someone who is not talented but who is passionate, who is hardworking, who is trying much to make rapport with other people. We have seen many people say, well, I go to that person to help me, he refuses. Just you go once. Do you know how much every big people you have seen me there with? As since we started, over ministers, over ambassadors, over what? Do you know if I go sit and tell you how it was difficult for me to meet them? Do you know when I had a show for the Kachaina, a government would call me in Kampala 6 times to give me a sponsorship? How much fuel is that? And they end up not supporting you. But if you, among the 20, you get 2, then you find someone in the morning calling you, hey, this can you, could you need the deputy speaker? He thinks it is easy. And I'm telling someone calls me to connect me to that person, when actually he's supposed to first get someone to connect him to me. Because do you think it is easy for me to call me, please, I'm a teacher, a science teacher, I need a job. Do you think really if I get a job, can I call you? Do I know you? Do I know your behavior? Why can't you first come and we make a rapport? We know each other. Because I can see you and it is after seeing you. We started with people online and we meet them, we don't know them. So, me when I go to Kampala, we know the bosses of Kampala. Are you around? Yeah. So that we meet. And other people who are supposed to take us next step are not educated. And for you, there is a way you think, Yamala Senior 4, you understand? And let me tell you another thing, my friends. If you go to any big office, you want to speak to that big office or officer, mind about these people you find moping. Those are the people, one, who call the boss up And they are like, but he seems not to be serious. Namugamba ataliwo. Or you come, you don't greet them, you say, boss. Okay, you leave your documents, I will. But someone sees your humbleness, sees how you tataka. Now, be simple, I tell you not undermine them. If you undermine them, you get a front and so be passionate. There is, I don't know any business that someone started and they were paying him at the start. I've told you I worked for some years. There are some years they were not paying me any single coin already, but some other years I was getting 80,000. But even they have told you I'm an ambassador of ICT of National TV Bank Deposit Program and Uganda Stop TV Partnership. They don't pay us monthly. In fact, there is no salary, but every time there are meetings, they facilitate you. But you have to be passionate, and two, you have to study what they teach. But three, like when I went to Dar es Salaam, they paid me at least a lot of money. But how much do you think? A lot is how much? Even if it is 10 million, do you think I spent a month or a year with it? But let me tell you, UNA is identifying Kachaina who was putting on a dress to represent Uganda. I've gotten more than 20 businesses because I'm big business because of that one thing. So we need really to learn to volunteer, to learn to know money is not everything, to look for opportunities. But on the same note, to employers, don't overuse someone saying I'm marketing you. Let it be natural. I'm gaining from you. For instance, Ronald, you can't call me, please you meet university students, you know this will push you. Yes, it is pushing me, but if you show it to me that angle, I will say, please, I'm not coming. For instance, me, I have a theory. If you hire me in Ntungamo, you pay me 4 million. Next week, they hire me in Ntungamo, they pay 4 million. The third time they hire me in Ntungamo, they want to pay 4 million. But I have someone in Ginger who pays me 1.5. I will go to Ginger and market myself. Because if you keep going to Ntungamo, now someone who wants to give you 6 million, you will say, so there is a lot of barriers there. But volunteering, there is no loss in it. And bosses don't want to see what you started. They want to see what you are capable of doing. Me, if I hold the phone like this, in 5 minutes I can edit the story of Agachi. And you have these days, you also need to add a lot of the new technology, which includes AI. People no longer struggle. Yesterday, but someone gave me a gift, and I sent an appreciation message. Then he says, since I was born, I've been appreciated for the very first time. Because he saw how I went on AI, I said, someone has gifted me a laptop, but I want to appreciate her in a very mature way so that he can give me even a second one. So the AI, in a minute, it was like, oh my God. So I told the AI what the girl does. So immediately she expressed how it was like, wow. But if I had wanted to sit, first and foremost, if I sit on phone to do something, now I can spend the whole day wanting to send you money, but I fail. Because as I press *11, someone is calling me, Kakati in connecting up again the road. As I do what someone is saying, Mnangenda Kulavian deputy speaker. As I'm doing this one, someone is saying, Wafun Soruto. Banan. I'm joking. Hey. So, then, nurtured development. When your talent is born, it must be refined. How is it refined? Adding on education. Okay? You imagine, my friend, imagine 20 years back if I had not gone back to school. Really, would I be here? Would there be a need for you to call me? Because other people have talent, like they can let people laugh, but limitation is there. So I found I'm talented, I found I had limited market, I could not perform in English, I could not perform more than those languages. But lastly, I found when I went in Arab, I started a negotiation. I also started bargaining power. Let me finish by the way with that. Bargain, when you are selling your car, you are selling it high. You negotiate meter at the review at 9 a.m. For you, you will come at 2. For him, he will come 6 hours late. And you know why? He wants to come when you're already tired. But for you, you don't know. You are late, you will have by all means to buy soda and it is 5,000. So there is a lot of technology that for him he uses when for you don't know. So in negotiation, what do we do? Do you have plan B? If you have a sick person and you have to say, well, do you have alternative? What if he doesn't buy? But also we say, you put yourself in the shoes of the person you want to say, who are you with? So there is a lot in negotiation. But also you go and study how to handle a difficult customer. You go now, that one I don't want to teach it, you go and search it. Otherwise, every part shops, they have different customers in hotel, someone will tell you, but there are steps like 7 steps. If you follow them, even if you go in a party, they abuse you, even if you want to work, you will know how to handle those people because you studied how to handle a difficult customer. As I talk, I've been chosen if we have people who come from Washamile, Tumamo, those ends of Wamawon. There is a small castle they want to build, but they called me to make sure I sit with them up to the next step. All those opportunities I'm talking about, do you think I can do them alone? So, do I have some students? I will be saying now, we have MTN, I work with MTN, but they wanted to give me a job. But I mean, I have a contract of MTN. But I was suggesting that through Kachaina Media, we can get other people who can do that clip, supervised by Kachaina, but who will not happen to feature in the what? In the video. We have people, you have a friend studying farming, can they be organized? I take them to inspire coffee. I talk to them. These students are doing internship on this and this. We have people who do medicine, I'm not a doctor, but from the perspective of what you see, I can tell you to any ministry in Kampala. You understand? So we really need to see how we become useful to our fellows. Okay. This one I've talked about it. Is it done? This quote, so we are panicking, so there is a lot of spelling error. It's like here we need don't hide your talents. They were given to you for youth. Yo, Benjamin will get him. Then 4 pillars, then Allah will go the morning years. Morning years is now your time. There is morning years, there is evening years, there is late years. I won't finish them because I have. Then we talked about daily gaze. There are things you must say, I don't do this. There are things in your profession, me, I don't really do this. And of course, as a content creator, we have budget. We have one to go season journalism. Season journalism is someone practicing journalism, not professional. He did not go to school. For instance, I worked in Vision Group 10 years when I was not a professional journalist. But now what happens? We have seen a lot of people abusing people. A lot of people are using vulgar language to abuse other people. A lot of people are tarnishing other people. You will get time when you go and search for my song called Propaganda. It says, so the propaganda, one love should be the agenda. The Bokumoda Wenda, Manatwena, Gavana, Nakakumaka, Lokawi, Ukali, Katakambo, I was trying to explain that a journalist is given 20,000 to tell family. But inside you know we are paying for the 20,000. But also we say, yes, not everyone can go back to school, but can get at least someone training you. Few X as a journalist, you get the problem we have is people when you get a lot of following immediately Kachaina Musinga get a following million kuminanya ya ina kuminabi hadi kitatu then man gurabe tasola kusinga kamili wana mangwa you get so instead of competing in that way jangu you sit you say I can teach you this. Can you also teach me this? Can you connect me to this? Why is it that I have a lot of following, but I don't have business? But also business people, but then they give people because of following. Then they let us listen. 2 minutes ago, I was reading the Bible of Kanongosia Biagenda. Now, Honorable Kawana, so Honorable Kazora is the one who hired me. He was the one getting almost everything. So he said, aba MP pale bazungumza nyingi. Kumbe Bishop alienda kwetu kushabisa na mnyantuluku. It is a bad sign. I know MPs are very busy, but tokubaza kumisha the 6 people. Like now, I'm not an MP, but if 6 people of this move, I have to stop. It is automatically. So I said, Bishop is going to talk and he wants these people to go to eat. I explained, then he left me. Now he sent me a message. Thank you so much for helping me. So at times, your boss, you have to listen to him, but also you have to advise him. And your boss, let me tell you, be bold enough. Your boss gives you a job, but you are giving her a service. Okay? People should not like over showing you that they are helping you. Eyit survived before Kachaina came in. You people have been succeeding without Eyit. Me have been there without TV. TV have been there without me. So everyone can live without another, but everyone can contribute to another. So as the boss gives you a job, you have also to be respected. But as you ask for respect, don't ask it arrogantly. Also ask it in a mature manner. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the document I really have that can be shared, and as those people who know me, you know, they have many things that I have not tackled, you have not laughed, you have not done what, but I really think, did we come here to laugh for today? Those who want to laugh, please kindly follow my channels, Kachaina Media, on YouTube, Kachaina Media, TikTok, Kachaina Media, Facebook, Kachaina Comedian, YouTube, Kachaina Media, Instagram, Kachaina Media, and other things. But this one is Kachaina Mentorship Initiative. Now it falls under Kachaina Media. Kachaina Media developed from Kachaina Comedy. But Kachaina Comedy was registered under Kachaina Entertainment. But later I found there are businesses that people want to give me, but you can't call them comedy. It sounds funny. So I had now to go and defect Kachaina Entertainment. I made it Kachaina Media. Then I registered it. But under Kachaina Media, we have Kachaina Mentorship Initiative. We have Kachaina Comedy. We have Kachaina Charity. Because all those people you see, they come, they tell us their story. At times, for the people to give you money, you must have injected your money. To give you 12 people, they must hear either good sound, either they see. So what you do, you have to have some money for other people to come in. But at times people promise and you cannot overcome someone. So you make sure you ask God to provide you with different sources so that you can really support other people. But also we have what we call swap deals. At times I say I'm giving you this, for instance now these suits, but unfortunately I buy them from Bright Suits. But Bright would be even willing, for him he does not hire clothes, but he can say I'm giving you 6 suits, you buy them, they are 20 million, but now you will give me 6 million and 12 million, you will market me for that money. We can do that one. So there is a lot of swap deal. You can do something you felt you cannot achieve it. We can see it and we show clients that see you can benefit from this. Many people sponsor shows, but they don't come up. Do you know? Someone has paid money, but they don't come even ask, can we get 3 minutes to talk on our products? Can we bring our products? Okay? In marketing, there is what we call a squeeze back. In many TVs in Angola, they don't do squeeze backs. Yet when you are watching like Manchester and here, message of Guinness is passing here. So even on phone, what it can be done, I can tell you, you can just get one T-shirt, you find Fresco is putting here, another one is putting here, another one, you earn a lot of money. But if you don't do monthly report, it is easy for you to fail to deliver what you promised. So you have to put it into yourself that I have to make monthly report, they will guide me. And those reports, you can take them to another company. You say, please, I started with this, I marketed for this, I was being paid this money, the company reached there. You even get, me if I get I have a lot of positive comments in my services from different ministries. A lot of them. So if you really still saying there you have a part of 60 people and you are saying I cannot afford your function, what is that function? Can I show you my videos? So you can say, please, it's okay, I will do. And if someone has not given you a business, don't quarrel. He will go, but at times he will find when you were the right choice and he will come back. But if you abuse him, then by the time he wants to come back, you have already abused him. Otherwise, I think we shall always have more and more of these speeches, of these motivations, of these meetings, of one-on-one. We can do even one-on-one. We change one person at a time. I'm really willing to contribute to help my fellow Ugandans to achieve their goals as I achieve my goals. So I beg to leave you with my contact. If you have not gotten it, you can get it, but I can write to you on 0782 69 5533. 0782695533 and 0702428576. But this one is our lead Airtel. So at times, because I have that old iPhone, so in most cases on WhatsApp I use MTN. But the other one is on MTN, but at times I can spend 2 days without checking on it. So for WhatsApp, you better concentrate on that one. Lastly, you get a verb, an article from, is it called a scripture in the Bible? Though a comedian, I want to appreciate people on camera, not Eyit TV and stuff, but the people on camera. We usually see like functions in Kororo where people are giving water to other big dignitaries. Nobody thinks about a journalist. But immediately after the function, the minister says, hello, Karika Kilipunga Nguzako minister Karina Kambi. But there they could not think about them. So these people should be appreciated. One. Yes. So, one, if you are there, as we've been talking, there is a way still you feel naiva nange. Shall I make it really? Ngulida kai Kachaina you get nae no rush change. After you are Kachaina, they can go and read Yubu. Yubu muzungu your job. You can do internet talk about no talk about how job munano bam sango katiteka. Yubu munano bam sango ninda kusoma mu nyako. So yubu munano bam sango hagamba hati. Ngu no bufutandika kwitu kurabe kwabiye kurukuche konke byitwe byanyensya braka nyamunonga teraranga umungaro. No bufutandika kwawe kwabire kurumuna salere mere secondary kwonka. We believe in one day noza kutero ulembu hajati Aisha Minister of Education and Sports yagame abasajja bonna balino kwasonkazo omu ewa. Though your beginning was small, yet your later end would increase abundantly. Tukwakwe mtoro mungaro wasandiche. Okay, I'm saying 3 only. Luke 15:11-32. When at Luke 15:11-32 talks about, we learn two things, only two things from there. We learn to forgive, but also to ask for forgiveness. So it is the prodigal son story, a boy who sinned and took his father's money. He went to rear pigs, but at times he could fail to get what to eat, and he decided at times to wanted to eat the food for pigs. But later on, he said, my dad has a lot. He serves, he gives even to servants, but why should I die here? Let me go and ask for forgiveness to God and to my dad. Then the dad forgave him, but the brother said, hey, my dad, for me, I did not take any single coin from you. I've been with you. I rear animals. And this foolish guy has come back with nothing, and you slaughtered a cow for him. He said, no. For you, whatever you have here is yours. Because when I die, I will live. But this one sinned, and he has repented. Is it repented? Past participle of future tense. He has asked for it's right, it's human to forgive him. You have got it? So, Luke 15:11-32, if you follow it, if someone annoys you, there is a way you will immediately know is not the first person to annoy you, and you have also annoyed other people, and you've been given a chance. So that is Luke 15:11. By the way, you know sin in full? Sin, S-I-N, sin. What is it? Thank you so much. Simple instructions neglected, that is a sin. Simple. Do you know a dog in Unyango is called Emga? But do you know Emga is also an English word? Emga. Next time when I get a chance, we shall get a board like this. You will see other things you have never. Emga, it is EMBWA, which is in full emphasizing management by walking around. So as Emga does what like this, it is emphasizing management by walking around. So the last scripture in Yoni. Bishop you look for me, Proverbs 5:3. Now this one mostly it works for us all, but mostly for girls. Now Proverbs 5:3. It is a literature thing. Proverbs 5:3 talks about emwa y'omukazi omunyankole emwa y'omukazi etonyanko bwoki kunkechezesa aranko muravunga. Now is it yet there? Eminwa y'omukazi etonyanko bwoki. I'm ending with this. Kunkecheza esara kati. Now in literature we have what we call denotation and connotation. Every message has inner meaning and outer meaning. Now, outer meaning, eminwa y'omukazi okutonyanko bwoki niki? Eminwa of course neba nenonira nekora ki kunkayaiza nesara kumuravunga gwe gukora ki gusara. It is an opposite of honey, but the inner meaning in literature is this one. Eminwa y'omukazi okushara bwoki, this is the time when a girl is given things for free. That includes iPhone, breakfast, lunch, picking her, dropping her. All those things can be done but in a good way. But this time I'm speaking in a bad way. But the Bible says, but the Bible says, what is Oshara in literature? This is the time when you can get abortion. You can get unwanted pregnancy, you can become school dropout, you can get AIDS, you can get many problems. So when you read Proverbs 5:3, there is a way it is going to humble you. They are not buying them for good, most of them. And to know their repercussion. Repercussion. That one, kumanya there are negative effects that are coming following them. So that thing will help you kumanya why I need iPhone. Konka, can't I be using my Samsung? my techno. Okay, can't I be eating with my mom some vijanjal and wait maybe if our neighbor has a party than going for chips and chicken that I will not vomit? You understand? Let me tell you, okay, we are going. Let me tell you. I've told you all my journeys. Mama, what is your name? This one. Your name. You. Choyagala Eyit. Mchara wa kabaka. Sali sokulaba. You mchiga. Msoga. Oh, good. Now, I was going to say, your journey, you're not choyagala. I'm speaking to you. In your journey, you're not the old journey you have seen for Kachaina. Do you think there are not women there? They are there. Hmm? And eventually, I've met them. Maybe eventually I've slept with some. But time came when I found that I was still privileged, that I nkamata kakozechi ntaka rubiri. Because let me tell you, when TV had started, someone could call in Masaka and like, hey, we have seen you on TV. Then you say, where are you, Masaka? Please get a taxi and come say hi. You come, we take selfies. And when she comes, even if she is ugly, you could want to sleep with her because you have already paid your what? Your transport. But time came when we found one, some girls, they don't love you, they want my money, your money. But some other people, they don't even want your money. But for them, when they have you, they see as if it is a big thing, then they take pictures with you. But when they take them, either by them or by other people, the photos are being misused. Okay? Other people take with you photos, then they call you, they say, you pregnanted me. But we did not sleep. He says, yes, we did not sleep, but if we got caught, by the time you prove that, you will have injected millions. So for that matter, give me 1 million, I leave you. You understand? So all my struggles where I've reached, don't you think one girl can do bad thing to me and it tarnishes all that? Because some people cannot see me as a successful person. Because maybe they want me in Wakanyokwasa too, maybe they are Rolls Royce have not bought me, but let me tell you, to you who have seen, you can really say the Kagai has struggled and somehow he is successful. Okay? So if I am successful to that extent, because success is measured by how many people are happy because of you, not you yourself. Okay? So why? Because I love girls. I love by the way associating with them. But let me tell you, even working with girls is somehow tricky. If I go with these boys in Kabad, when I come back, if they are not staying with them, the good things now, 90% of the people I work with, I pay for them, they stay nearer, but I give them freedom. If they have a side hustle, they go. But if a boy is staying in Kacheka, you can give him transport and he goes. But for a girl, you have to drop her there and hand over to the parents. And even you may go to Kabal and you come late. It is not that easy to explain to a parent that where we are, the party has delayed. So what do you do when you are working with them? One, to explain to them, but also to reach an extent where their parents can trust you. Okay? Okay. Now, Tata, wakabona? Hakuna kusabiri wakabona? Kakajua kacha. Ebyo byona twabiheza. But also, and you need to get time to laugh, not hurt. Always spare some time for yourself too. Even if something is not funny, just laugh at it. Because it is a medicine. Now, what happens when you want to kweyagura here? You can kweyagura here. But science shows that you cannot kweyagura lungs, pancreas and what. The only way you can kweyagura is when you laugh. So when you laugh, those parts keep shaking like this. As they shake, they also feel happy, and then finally we are seeing this clip. It takes 2 minutes, then we shall be done. Now this bishop is a person you cannot bribe. Pause. You cannot bribe. There is nothing like you have to do or say so that he can say good to you when he's lying. But I was honored to get his appreciation among the other bishops. At least 90% of all bishops, all church leaders are my friend because of not abusing, not because of making sure I don't go against tribes. In diplomacy and global studies, we have what called diplomatic etiquette and protocol. In that, you study how you should plan much about culture and religious sensitivity. Then you also study manners. But as a public speaker, you know the order, for instance, for national anthem. You know the function when it is starting, it is national anthem, East African anthem, then a prayer. Then when the function is done, it is East African anthem, then anthem. But many people don't know it. Even eating, when you go to meet your girlfriend or in a big meeting, what shows, how do people immediately see that this one maybe has been brought here by his uncle? Because of how you are eating, how you are speaking, how are people supposed to be welcomed? Did I tell you I appreciated you for the way you welcomed me? Thank you so much, Babu. Very well. So now me, I'm a fellow person from Katete. If a minister comes, even starting from a seating arrangement, you as a professional MC, as a professional event organizer, there is a way you make someone sit and they really feel they are the guest of honor. You get? So that's the thing of diplomatic etiquette and protocol. You can, as any other person, get time, search about it, just on Google you start about it. But also, you can tell me, I send you those books, soft copies. They will really help you. What is the difference between the chief guest, the guest of honor, and the chief speaker, or a keynote speaker? Those things you have really to know them. Otherwise, you find someone who is calling a key speaker, a keynote speaker, a guest of honor. When you call the guest of honor, you are not supposed to call any person who is bigger than him in that meeting. Yes, you can't say that your chief guest of honor is Mwinempaka, but in the function, there is a Minister Wamiram in the same function. You can't do it. What happens when you do it? When Mwinempaka finishes to speak, you will say, okay, Mzee Kakolechi, Kafulichi. That means, but two, you, because you will also be a chief guest somewhere, you need to ask who are other dignitaries there. But at times they lie. So you have, if you check thorough, me before I came here, I sent my camera guys to come here to start capturing. But in one way or the other, you may not know what I was intending. Because you can reach here and you find there are like 6 people who are seated there. They are more celeb, they are more informed, they are, you see, I'm not saying these are not informed, but maybe some are not musicians, they are not comedians, they have not worked on TV. So you as the guest they are calling, you have to make that investigation. And if you find there is someone smaller than you, but they have given him a bigger title than yours, you know when you are there, you will be humiliated. So all that one, you have to study it. Then when they are going to eat, you have to make sure the Muslims are eating in the way that they will feel comfortable. Don't start saying, well, our one is already you have shown that these breads are the what? Are the same. So we are really, what we have in the heads can contribute for you. And let me tell you, there are things that I'm doing them because I studied that for you may not get them. Yes, it was after, because I went in class and I'm studying everything, putting in the head as we are studying them. So let us be one. Let us help each other. So finish this good video. Then Jane. Katantos. Katonfu.
Kachaina, kurusumasa kawaida rekodati. Kare chirumurra na manyakutora ubona kumayiri kugamba yari ubona hari MC obwengi no itegereza cyiza. Kandi no zebitu na rashimwe bakwa Kachaina na shekera arisheka. Itiru cyasheka cyimwe ubeza. Kuvuga ko Kachaina ubushekeni yarata. Kachaina yewe. Kandi rero ngo ari seasoned. Shaka kwezi no Doutora presente, olhando o grande mundo ao cima, ao pessoas da bruxa. Creio que a gente é o que irá, eu não calmo que os já saem de se dizer o bicho. E para o que se também. Eu gosto de ver o que você. Ati, Kachaina barate, every apesi. What is your boss? Protect actually, okay. Kano bari bisu meo kepi ha rosa tutunga. Rosa tutunga ya mambo na federasi. Rosa pale mejela obedece.
And then when you speak, I don't go to people to ask money. For the content, me, I don't ask money. Even when you see there, they were just calling me. But many people start even jokes aiming at ministers to give them money. It is bad and it is killing our industry. Don't abuse people. Don't force people to clap hands. Don't, as journalists usually accompany ministers when they are going back at their cars. Just with the name it is called Dakabari in journalism. But other people are seeing you and it keeps reducing your integrity. Because as they give you money, they start seeing you as if they hired you. It is bad, it is really bad, but finally we say no to tribalism, we say no to nepotism, segregation, we say no to xenophobia, we say really no to everything bad. The youth, please don't oppose government. So yes, you may not be supporting him or what, but we are here for instance, we have peace. Imagine if we are here like we are arrested, we are what? So I thank him for UPE, for peace, for everything that he has given us time to be innovative and creative. We are doing, for instance, I have Kachaina, what if they come and they overpower it, it is taken by other people. But since we are given that freedom, let us go and support him, let us go and support his projects, let us go and really work hard. There is no money for free, nobody is coming, even if it is another president, nobody is going to give you money. For God and my country. Thank you.